Are you an angry mom? Wishing you could get back to the way things used to be, or learning some tips on how to help calm the angry beast? You've come to the right place. I'm therapist Kelly Houseman of Kelly's Reality, and these are my top 8 tips on how to start letting go of some of the anger and getting back to the person you want to be. Hey, I get it. I'm a mom of 2 little kids myself, and even I, a therapist who knows better, get angry sometimes and have outbursts. My first tip: stopping it before it starts. Usually we notice some kind of trigger before it happens. Think about the last time that you had a yelling, angry explosion. Were you tired? Were you hungry? Were you stressed from work? Were you thinking of something sad that had happened in the past? Trying to be aware of what your triggers are is one of the best things you can do. That way you can try to stop it before it starts. We all know that once you reach that point, there's almost the point of no return. So trying to figure out what situations, places, physical health, physical triggers are causing me to even be in more of a mood to want to explode on someone. It's not easy, it's not a quick fix, but hey, if it's something where I need to have a snack because I'm too hungry, have the snack instead of having the outburst. 2, picking your battles. Remembering, look, there's lots of stuff we can blow up on. Road rage, our kids spilling milk. Look, if it's something that you need to get angry about and emboldened and really be passionate about, yes, fight that fight. Do what you need to do, but making sure you're picking your battles. And remembering too that our kids are watching us, and if it's really not that important, sometimes, as hard as it is, just breathing through it, okay, this is annoying me, but it's not worth an angry explosion right now. Save those really impassioned moments for something that's really, really worth it and that is going to matter in the future. Apologize. There is a lot of power in a simple apology. Even if your kids are really young, explaining, hey, I'm really sorry that mommy blew up like this. This is not how grown-ups should act, and when you're angry, I don't want you yelling like this. Mom's gonna get better, and I'm really sorry that this happened. Same with your husband, your spouse, the dog. It's really hard to apologize, I know. And especially if you feel like you were in the right or it was justified, it's even harder. But think of the times when something has happened to you and the person offered you an apology. It was such a great gesture of trying to mend things and fix things and saying, I'm sorry. Again, I know it hurts your pride sometimes, but there's a lot that can be said for apologizing, saying thank you for bearing with me. Thanks for sticking with me through this. I'm really stressed right now. I'm going to get better. Don't repeat. That kind of goes in hand with the apology. It's one thing to say, I'm sorry for something, I'm going to get better, and then you do it again. Look, we're all human, we are all works in progress, but trying to not repeat something is one of the biggest lessons we can learn. Making sure that we've learned from the past, we've identified our triggers, we've tried to figure out, okay, what exactly happened to cause me to act like that right now? And also, what do I need to do to not repeat this in the future? And then don't. Try to find another healthier way to manage your anger in the future. Putting your own needs equal. There's a lot of BS out there about, okay, put yourself first, put your own needs first, self-care. As a mom, I get it. We're always putting our kids first, our partners first, our jobs first, our parents first in some instances, but really, if you can't put your own needs above someone else, which I get it, sometimes it feels a little weird to do that, at least put your needs equal. We need to equally treat ourselves as good as we do our kids or our partner or our job. Because look, we are our biggest investment in life. And if you feel selfish trying to put your needs first, again, at least put yourself equal. Eat if you're hungry. Eat along with the kids. Making sure you're trying to get some kind of work-life balance, whatever that looks for you. Maybe it's even not responding to a text or a phone call that you don't want to, or you don't have the time or the bandwidth or the energy to deal with. It's okay. Making sure, again, self-care is such a buzzword right now. I almost gag to think of the term, but putting your own needs right up there just as well as the other people you love. As cheesy as it sounds, you have to love yourself too, and taking care of your own basic needs sounds so simple, and it is, and it's very important. Next one, you are human. You are a human. We are not perfect. We are not robots. We are not expected to be flawless every day. Things happen. We are stressed from work. We feel like no one's listening to us. I mean, look, I even get explosive over the loud screeching that my kids do from time to time. Like, we're human. We have human reactions to things. Cutting yourself some slack, and maybe that means lowering your bar a little bit too, but remembering, like, I'm human, and a mistake is only made in vain if you don't learn something from it. remembering, okay, I'm human, I have human emotions, I have human reactions. This is not excusing terrible abusive behavior though. This is merely saying, okay, I'm a human being reacting to human things around me, and okay, I'm gonna cut myself some slack for that. Again, it doesn't absolve you from making changes at all, but it does mean that this is part of the experience of being a human. You're more than that outburst. So many times, myself included, I just keep thinking of, oh my gosh, I can't believe I blew up at my kids like that. I've ruined them. You did not ruin your kids. You are more than an outburst. Basically, parenting is a long game. It's how your kids are treated on a daily basis and almost the law of averages. Again, this does not apply to anyone who is abusive to their children or continues a pattern of yelling or anger or violence. This is not that. But basically remembering that it's the law of averages here. Of course, our kids will remember some of the outbursts, perhaps, if it becomes a pattern. And again, that's why it's so important on one of the last slides that I had, making sure you don't repeat it. But listen, at the end of the day, if your child knows that they are loved and you hug them and you take care of them and you're there for them and you give them food and you play with them, that's what they're going to remember. They're going to remember how you made them feel. And the choice is kind of yours. Do you want your children to remember that you made them feel scared and uncertain and there was a lot of noise and yelling? Or do you want them to remember you as, okay, yeah, maybe there was a couple moments of that, but you know what? Mom made us laugh and we made cookies with her and she loved us and we felt safe. Then you're doing a great job. The last one, get help. Again, I know it's cliche. Look, I wouldn't be a good therapist without talking about this. Getting help. And look, maybe it means talking to a therapist. Gosh, I see a lot of moms on my caseload, and we talk very often about stress and anger and communication. And how else are you going to have an hour in your day for someone to just listen to everything that's swirling around in your head, stressing you out, and giving you time to share your story, holding the space for you, and helping you figure out tools, tips, techniques, so you can calm down, get through this, and keep planning the rest of your life like you want to. Therapy is an amazing option. Look, there's no stigma anymore. People are posting about what medications they're on, what therapists they're on. There's a bunch of therapists on Instagram. Hello, find me at Kelly Houseman. But yes, maybe getting help right now does mean talking to a therapist. Again, I've been in therapy for many years myself, and the weight after coming out of a therapy session, it's just, I can't even explain it. And especially as a mom, especially dealing with anger and children and stress and chaos, help may look like therapy. Help may also look like calling your best friend. Help may also look like trying to get more childcare help. I know it's really hard right now, especially in a pandemic. Help may also mean reading self-help books, or help may mean getting more time for yourself to do things that help you reset. It's going to look different for everyone, but there is help out there to be had, whether it is professional help, whether it's from friends and family, whether it's taking better care of yourself. It's out there. So getting the help. I hope you guys like this video. Please leave anything in the comments about some things that I had forgotten. And thanks for watching. If you want to hear more from me, my blog is called Kelly's Reality, and you can find me on other socials at Kelly Houseman, and I would love to hear from you. And thanks again for watching and spending your time with me. I appreciate it, and I hope these tips will help you become less angry. And again, look, you're human. You're a work in progress. It's gonna be okay.